Hey there, this is another recording, and let me make it a little less bright. Okay, I think this is better. But the next time I'm gonna do this, I will probably do what I will change the ISO mode to auto. Okay, so during this recording, I will focus on my breath and on my body, the sensations, the feelings, nonverbal feelings inside my nose and inside my body. And I will try to be and speak here from my body. So I don't know how to describe this in any different way. Also, I will track my enjoyment, what influences it, how my enjoyment changes, and also my shame levels, levels of my shame. I am recording this from a different meeting room, from a different meeting room, and it is more exposed, and I am curious to observe, to see how it affects my shame levels and level of my shame and the recording. So I was hesitant to record it here, but because I want it to be challenging, but not too challenging, and I don't want to force myself into doing this. I want to be challenged and excited, and it feels kind of in this way, but still. But it is challenging. It is challenging because I can hear people around, like some, and that stimulates my shame. Also, I didn't have any break between this recording and the study session that I had before it. So what I want to do is to do some down regulation breathing, and also to do some down regulation breathing, but paying attention to that I'm being recorded during it, and observing what appears in my body or what does not appear, where I lack any sensations, and or where it feels suppressed, where they feel suppressed. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll return to I'll slow down and I'll return to my breath, to feeling my breath, to being intimate, being in touch with my breath, and also to my body. I will pay attention, put my attention at the bottom of my feet, and I will let myself be touched. To be touched, I will let myself to be touched by the feelings in my body. I feel constriction in my upper belly, and I want to I will let myself feel it and be here with that constriction, with all the shame, with all the suppression, with all the quiet voice, with all these things that I'm learning to be with, just be with. So I will start a 5-minute timer and breathe for 5 minutes. Okay, cool. 5 minutes timer is over, and it was not easy. I noticed that I wanted it to be over as soon as possible, and my question, my question is what things I want to avoid. I don't want to feel, what things I don't want to feel, what feelings, sensations I don't want to feel right now. I I don't know. What I noticed is and I noticed right now is a lot of tension in my chest and my upper body, but probably in my thighs as well. So, and that tension is uncomfortable, not pleasant, and that I wanted to escape. And also there is something, so it feels like, okay, there is tension in my body, but also there is something that I call, or I want to call, psychological tension, something additional to just the tension in my body. And so that is present, and that I want to avoid this. And I learned this way to relate to myself in these moments, like with, oh look, I want to, from Tara Hudson, and it's saying, oh look, I'm being, and not only saying, but it's the messages. Oh look, to myself is, oh look, I want to avoid some sensations in me. I want to avoid some unpleasant things. Of course, I want to do that. First of all, I've been doing this all my life, and also this is how psyche is built. It's a natural thing to want to avoid unpleasant stuff, and it's rooted in self-preservation and in self-preservation basically. And so it's natural to want to avoid unpleasant, uncomfortable feelings, sensations in my body, because that's security, basic security stuff, system that works as intended, as it was built. And how then can I respect it and also not let it to block my growth? And I think that, well, from what I've learned, also from what I heard, is that it's the key ingredient is presence and attention in this, and that actually serves as a fuel for this process to move forward. But if I let it move forward without any agenda or any specific goal in mind of, okay, you need to move forward and eventually land here or here, if I stay present and with what is, with tension, with my desire to avoid unpleasant sensations, but just stay present without any expectations, without any picture of how it should be, then the process just moves in the direction that is natural for me, that is natural for this process to move, to be moved, or to move, to go. And that is the answer. Being here, seeing it, viewing it, listening to it, and letting it appear, unfold, move, so that's the latest state of how I want to. What I can experiment with it and see how it is to be like this, to have relationships with myself like this. But well, what I can notice right now is that when I do this, it feels safer. It feels less tense. I notice that it's relieving, actually. Relieving, probably. Okay. And next, let's do, first of all, next I will want to return to the focus, to the things that I said I want to focus on, so my breath and my body, and I want to notice myself, my body, and continue this from my body. And I'm doing it right now. And next, I want to continue exploring the Good Health projects, the Java Good Health project that I was covering and experimenting with in the previous recordings. I honestly do not remember where I stopped. Oh, I think I remember. It was here. This line. No, it was this line. This line failed with an error because the therapist record or object for some reason was null. And let's start Docker, because I doubt that we will I'll drain the battery from like 30% of my battery in the next 24 minutes, because this is how much time I have for recording this. So let's start Docker images for this project, and we'll use a reverse iSearch for it. So Docker, and this should start the project. And also what I want to do now is wait until all the containers are up and running, and they are, as you can see, and then I want to start the application, the main application that we have here. Now I want to open, where was the error? Therapist list. Oh no, the error was here in the landing area. It was not in the therapist section. But what I want to do, no, I'm going to do this later. So let's stop. Let's reload the page. We'll get error. And which looks like this. So I just reproduced the error from the previous recording. So therapist list, great. An error during template parsing, no. Photo URL, and this. Therapist card, cool. So I am curious, if I comment out this, then what? Let's see. I'm waiting for the app to reload, but nothing happens. Let's reload it manually with the Command R shortcut. One thing that I love in PHP more than in Java is the speed at which... Oh no, wait a sec. I remember that templates, the last time I discovered the templates are reloaded separately and without recompiling the whole application. So let's see. Okay, what is here? What error? I'm guessing. I guess it'll complain about this. So line 19 should be here. Yeah, correct. So now we have an error that we attempted to call a method called full name on no context object, which is pretty weird, but still true. This should be single phrase, cool. Let's just therapist dot. Let's, oh my god, there are so many let's comment out everything and see whether this works. This is so weird that it is so weird that this thing is okay, this is better. This is better. We'll comment out this span and also this span and also let's do it like this and then do I want to undo all the commenting here and store scratch file number 5 to make a backup of this fragment of this template so that we easily revert it to its original state. Therapist, let's call it therapist card backup. Cool. We have now it, and now let's continue commenting out every mention of therapist. I think this should work. And let's reload. Nope. Errors. How about this? Reload. Okay. What's now? Therapist full name. Okay. No, let's recompile. Let's recompile. I think that the auto reload now is broken for some reason for the project, unfortunately. Okay. So what's weird is that we have only one circle here. So I'd expect something like 9 or 10, but we have only empty state when no therapists. What's edit as an element? Let's see. No, it's not here. So we have the controller, therapist list. We definitely had therapist list. Definitely had this. Working properly. How about, you know what? How about doing it like this? How about having a separate endpoint for list JSON? Let's use JSON for that, and I will. What do we need here? We need to get rid of this, and we need to render list. Well, we need to use this. Okay, why JSON? Is there no? Okay, I see. So here we'll return therapists, and the return type should be this. Cool. Now list JSON. We need to rename it. Cool. And now we should be able to load white label error page. I guess that this happened because I'm guessing. I wonder what's the difference between I'm guessing versus I guess. Let's ask. I guess is a quick and simple conclusion often used to show slight resignation or minimal thought. I guess we'll go. I'm guessing present continuous, the act of speculating right now. You're actively forming an idea. This is closer to I'm guessing. He shows more uncertainty and often invites input or confirmation. I'm guessing he's the one who ate the last cookie. How do you know that? I'm just guessing. Okay. More confident, a note. This is so weird. But anyway, let's read wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. What? That's weird. No, this is not therapist for English. Not at all. Let's stop and rerun. Okay. After the second message, we can restart it. And there's no... oh, I see. So, this is weird. And also not so much. Where do we have a separate infrastructure, persistence, stuff, security? Okay, so if we have 403 forbidden, then we'll need to specify. Oh, okay. I guess these are default security filter chain for public. Let's just add it here like this. And if I reload the page, nothing happens still. And if I rerun the whole build, let's see what happens then. Okay, not working, doesn't work. Cool. So this produces us a wonderful list of data. And let's remove these two comments. So therapists are present in this method. Render list. Therapists are present in this method, which means that they become lost or somewhere in the no therapists. Cool. So do we have empty one state with no therapists? And based on this comment, we have so the error is, what if I do it like this? Can I do it like this? Can I do it like this? No? I need to restart. Recompile. Because this line looked like it just... No. How can I... Okay, can we do something like div and then th text therapist list count length count. Let's see. Fuck off. I wonder if we can do that. Let's see. An error has occurred. Probably the problem is with the length cannot be found. Cool. Let's use count. This should work. And Nope. What's Java immutable collection list? Cool, but what therapists? Size? Huh. It's size. Holy shit. Who would have known? Size. Cool. Now let's reload. What about size? So see, it's 12. It most likely there is something wrong with this syntax. We could ask Gemini to check it. So let's use it because it's probably it is. The problem is in the syntax. And what is the therapist list? Okay, where is it? It should be in landing fragments. No, landing therapist list. Cool. And here we invoke it. Best list is a collection of type checked output. I checked 12 and it's so the collection is not empty and contains valid records, but somehow when the why can't I just copy it when the fragment is rendered? It's null. I'm guessing problem is in the syntax. Text here. Either here or in the fragment. Please check and whether the syntax is correct. Let's start with this. I think that this is the source of our problem. That this is the source of our problem, and it will. What's really curious here is this syntax. So let's think about the syntax. I'm seeing it for the first time. But what I see here is, so there's this div, and th, it's probably time leaf syntax. Each means it's a time leaf's way to create a loop or to loop over an iterable, and we're passing it. So this part looks similar to a regular for loop in Java. So we're passing it the list and then then each individual iteration item of the list will be stored in the therapist variable. And then this thing it probably means that we want to replace the contents of this div, so something like this. this thing will be replaced by this, which is a fragment, and this syntax refers to the fragment, and in a way, so this is the fragments, the path to the fragment, and then these two consecutive semicolons look very like therapist card, very similar to notice like fragment therapist card. So it's a way of passing of calling a function or passing an argument, and we're saying that we're passing this value, which is therapist, to this parameter name, and here we're saying we're receiving therapist. So that's the idea that I see behind it. But somewhere here is an error, because it doesn't work. I recommend using gblock for the loop to clearly separate it from the fragment replacement. I've also suggested, okay, let's clean up. So it suggests th block. Okay, so this means that we're using an this is not a real HTML element. It's just a way in Thymeleaf to create a scope or something, and we iterate as part of this block, but then we pass this variable into the fragment here. Thinking analyzed. So that's the main fix here. I'm worried about the uncertainty of anti-gravity. So in my view, if there is a wrong usage of this Thymeleaf's features here, it should state something like, yeah, no, this is not how we do it in Thymeleaf. This is clearly an error. Start implementing debugging. I have walkthrough, summarize, fixed, th, conflict h, and applies this fix. Oh, wow, and he also commented that. So look, it looks impressive actually. Let's reload the page. Oh yay, right, so this works. This actually works. Really cool. Okay, and I will wrap this recording or end because the time is over. The time is up. Well done. Well done. See you in the next recording.